Suzanne.
I'll be with you in a moment.
Funny, funny, funny.
I thank you, my mother thanks you, and Joe Miller thanks you. Now, let's see how sharp you boys are. What modern invention allows you to see right through the steel side of a ship? A porthole.
Hi, Mr. Stewart.
Oh, I beg your pardon. You're the manicurist.
Elvira Nugent. But this is not business. I just ran across something funny.
I'm afraid I'm not much for stories.
Oh, let's see how sharp you are. A question. What modern invention enables you to see through a porthole?
What?
Answer. The side of a ship. Oh, wait a minute. I think I left something out and put too much in. Let's say it again.
If you'll excuse me, I have a very important chapter.
Say, you look like you lost your last friend.
I lose them before I catch them.
Oh, Mr. Stewart? Well, for Pete's sake, if he means that much to you, why don't you just go up and talk to him?
I did, but my tongue was all thumbs. Oh, Susanna, what's wrong with me?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Maybe you're just a little nervous today.
It isn't just today. I was this way yesterday, and I'll be this way tomorrow. And don't try to cheer me up.
I wasn't trying.
You weren't? Well, a fine friend you've turned out to be.
Get the kinks out. 3, 4. Pull in the tummy. 5, 6. Light as a feather. 7, 8. Smile, smile.
Susanna, stop pulling me. You're making one arm longer than the other.
Now, look. It isn't an execution chamber. It's a gym. And all I want you to do is just go in for a minute and watch.
All right. For just 1 minute.
Come in, Carol. I brought my friend, Miss Nugent.
Just to watch.
Oh, well, you're most welcome. You see, poise and posture. The prime requisites for the social success of any lady.
By social success, do you mean that learning to walk and talk properly can make a great deal of difference in latching on to and appealing to a man?
Oh, indeed I do.
Well, suppose a person thought she was a complete flop socially. Well, especially when it came to meeting a man.
Oh, well, charm would take care of that in no time at all. Now, look at me. I started out bashful, and I'm certainly no raving beauty.
But you certainly overcame it.
Well, my dear, the record shows 3 husbands.
Well... Cedric, you wouldn't believe it. Just 2 days, and Nuji's a different woman.
I'll believe it when I see it. It'll take more than strutting around with an encyclopedia on your noggin. Madam, you dropped your hanky. Blimey, it's Nuji.
The men on board are so chivalrous. Merci beaucoup, ami.
Well, now, so much for building up the victim's ego and displaying a knowledge of foreign languages. Now, for literary references.
Well, how's this? It was so charming meeting you. But then everything happens to everybody sooner or later, if there's enough time. George Bernard Shaw.
Yes.
Well, if it's a charade, I give up. What is she supposed to be?
A charming, delightful female who wants to make an impression on a certain male. And I think she will, thanks to this.
What is it, a book of magic? How to make yourself charming. Oh, that's ridiculous. Either you've got it or you haven't got it, Miss Pomeroy. Ah, ladies. Well, would you charming ladies like to play shuffleboard?
How did you know? Our partners are waiting for us.
I see.
Yes, sirree. You've either got it or you haven't. Oh, Mr. Stewart. Nice day, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Please. Oh, look at that water. Ah, if only one had proper words to describe it.
Ah, the deep, mysterious sea. I will go back to the great, sweet mother and lover of men, the sea.
Swinburne?
The poet, you know.
Miss Pomeroy, is that Miss Nugent the same Miss Nugent?
Isn't she wonderful? Oh, she's my ideal. If only I had her charm and grace and love for the finer things in life.
I had to take another look at that ocean, just like a painting by Botticelli.
So it does. Are you a devotee of Botticelli, Miss Nugent?
Oh, come see, come saw. I can take him or leave him.
I'm sure Nugie would rather hear about you, Mr. Stewart.
About me?
Sure, you're the one I'm interested in. I like people, especially live ones.
Well, there's nothing to tell about me. I was born in Duluth.
Oh, fascinating. How very fascinating.
Thank you.
Oh.
Miss Pomeroy, will you please look where you're going? Don't tell me she has him in her net.
Thanks to this little book you sneered at.
Why, incredible.
Hi, Captain. Hello, Captain.
Ladies. Got the kinks out. Pull the tummy in. Back to the feather. Smile, smile, smile. Not you. I was only just, well, trying to see how silly people can be by thinking they can develop charm from reading a book.
Right you are. If you're born a slob, you'll stay one, like me.
Your turn for sentry duty again?
Well, Mr. Stewart always comes out this way after dinner. And I managed to accidentally bump into him.
How's it progressing?
Conversationally red hot.
Good.
Romantically lukewarm.
You leave it to your old friend, Susanna. I've arranged to throw a few musical logs on the fire.
Oh, oops. Oh, Mr. Stewart, what a surprise.
A pleasant one, I hope.
Oh, I can't wait to hear more about your family. You were telling me about the time your Aunt Hazel had the mumps.
Oh, puffed her cheeks out like this.
Amazing.
And then Cousin Erskine got it.
One boy, one girl, dum-dum, dum-dum. Memories are made of... Well, you sound happy this morning. What do you think of my little friend Nugie by now?
She's very nice. And so are those songs you've been singing.
Thank you.
They made me realize there's only one girl on this ship for me.
Oh, good.
And that's you.
Wonderful. I know she... Huh? Who? Oh, Oh, you don't understand. You see, I was just singing those songs to try to put you in a romantic mood.
Well, you succeeded. And I knew from the very first note that you felt the same way about me. You've made me the happiest man in the world to have a girl like you care for me.
Oh, but you were supposed to...
Don't try to put it into words, dear heart. We have the rest of the cruise ahead of us. Au revoir.
Mother and lover of men, the sea. For just 2 cents, I'd jump into thee.
Blimey, I don't believe it. Your best friend, Susanna, swiped your sweetie.
The hand of the dagger plunged it into the back of her roommate.
And after all you've done for her.
When I think of all the free pin curls I gave her, the number of times I fixed the runs in her stockings, the loving care I gave to her cuticles. I'm leaving. I see her 2 faces coming.
Oh, Cedric, I've got a problem. Mr. Stewart's all mixed up. He thinks he's fallen for me, and I've fallen for him.
You're innocent, of course.
Oh, of course. But how am I going to explain that to Nuji?
I can solve that problem for you. She already knows.
Oh, no.
A word of warning. If she offers you any food, try it first on the canary.
Don't be silly. Nuji and I are just like that. She's the most understanding person I've ever met. All I have to do is tell her the truth, and she'll understand.
You're sure about that, Susanna?
Sure. I'm sure. So I just got to get Mr. Stewart straightened out and headed back in Nuji's direction.
Well, my dear, I run a charm school, you know, not a court of domestic relations.
Oh, but you know all about how to charm them. Well, now, there must be some way to uncharm them permanently, isn't there?
Have you read the last chapter of my book? It lists all the don'ts.
Oh, no. Be very careful not to... On no occasion should one... A man can't stand a woman who...
Well, that's close. Say, you had a favor to ask me.
Well, you sure you won't turn me down?
Turn you down, not a chance. You name it, and it's yours.
We'll be in Rio tonight, and there's a very famous nightclub there called the Club Pajarito.
Say, why don't I take you?
Oh, would you?
Delighted.
Well, I'd just love to go, and it'll give you a chance to really get to know me.
Oh, I'd love that.
She's practically throwing herself at him.
And he's not bad at catching either. Chin up, my dear. We English never say die.
But I'm not English.
Good evening.
You don't have to bow, sport. You're among friends.
This way, madam.
Susanna, that isn't necessary.
Oh, it might come in handy in case you don't plan to slip my tip. Hey, this is a good table. What's wrong with this table?
Susanna, everybody is watching us.
Yeah? You want to start something? My escort is just as big and just as tough as you are.
Susanna, you never acted this way aboard ship.
You kidding? You never got to know the real me.
gentleman would care to order.
Now, let's see. I think we'll start with... Oh, what soup do you recommend?
Our chicken soup, it is the specialty of the house.
Susanna, would you like?
No. Now, not so fast, Buster. Never take anything they recommend and stuck with it. I'll do the ordering. You don't mind, do you?
As a matter of fact, I...
Good, good. What do men know about ordering? We'll have this, and that. There. Oh, and a big bottle of ketchup.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Captain!
Why, it's Miss Pomeroy.
Hiya, gang!
You don't suppose she's been drinking?
No, but I'll bet he will be pretty soon.
This way. Shall we be seated?
It's drafty here. Let's get that other table, huh?
Drafty? I don't feel any
Come on,
draft.
come on. There. The other table was better. You shouldn't have listened. No, here. There. All right. I'll suffer in silence. That's the kind of girl I am.
Look at her, sitting in my seat as big as life.
Don't feel too bad. Remember, you've always got me.
Don't rub it in.
Hey, that's my kind of music. Oh, let's wiggle.
I'm afraid I'm not much on the rumba.
Oh, there's nothing to it. All you have to do is shake whatever's shakeable.
Susanna, you're making us conspicuous.
Oh, knock it off. Live a little, lover boy. All right. You asked for it. If you can take it, I can dish it out.
We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. The temperature's rising, it isn't surprising. She certainly can. She started the heat wave by letting her seat wave. And in such a way that the customers say that she certainly can. Gee, her anatomy made the mercury jump to 93. Yes, sir, we're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. The way that she moves, that thermometer proves that she certainly can. Gee, certainly can.
Now, that was all very nice, Susanna. But maybe we better call it a night.
Leave? Why, it's only the shank of an evening. Floppy, floppy, floppy.
Miss Howard.
Temperature rising. Temperature rising. Certainly. Oh, hi, Nugie. And
I just wanted to return the stockings you gave me for my birthday. The other one blew out the porthole while I was drying it.
Nugie, you don't have to do this.
I saw you with him last night. Just because you're a flashier type than I am, and a few months younger.
Well, who cares about that? Certainly not Mr. Stewart. I've got a hunch that this morning he likes you a lot more than he likes me.
Huh.
Good morning, Miss Nugent.
If you're looking for Susanna.
I'm not. I'd rather talk with you.
With me? But I thought Susanna knew, or you and Susanna.
I found out last night that we were definitely made for other people. I'm afraid she lacks what you have.
What's that?
A little thing called charm.
Oh, merci beaucoup. You know, Walter, you have the broadest shoulders. No wonder you played football.
Oh, it was just in high school. As a matter of fact, I was more of a manager, and...